Hi, my name is Craig Hayward, and this is ITP Inside the Locker Room. And today I have
Ryan Rothenberger,
Daniel Hickling,
Luke Whitco,
Ashton Banquet.
and these are the lacrosse captains for the lacrosse team. How does it feel to be the captain this year?
feels good. Shows that my teammates respect me, and I take that honor and help to lead them in the right direction.
it's an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor.
It's a big honor returning as a second-year captain. Just seeing the guys growing and like leading, especially these guys coming into their own, is just a huge step forward.
So, as an athlete, what is that flow state that really gets you into that mood before a game?
Before a game, make sure my headphones are on, good music playing, get something good to eat, and get locked in before the game.
I know you're a big Wawa guy. What's your big Wawa go-to?
I love getting mangoes before the game, and a nice body armor IV.
A lot of ibuprofen and a lot of eye black.
What about you, Tim?
It's usually, I have a good breakfast, a Monster, and some ibuprofen, and then I just listen to some good music about 30 minutes before game time, lock in.
I get my dad rock post going, and then again, just a lot of hydration and some twin snakes, throw those in there.
So the second question is going to be, what is a belief you held 5 years ago about lacrosse that you've completely changed now?
Something I held 5 years ago that's completely changed would probably be that the defense. I don't know. Why are you guys? Yo, rewind it.
We're gonna edit
That's
that
a
out.
loaded question.
Yeah, that's a
I actually have a good answer to this question.
Okay, then you answer it.
Gosh, go. So when I was 5 years ago, when I was a sophomore, I thought that in order to be a good player, you had to start playing when you were like an infant or like when you were really young. But I only started playing in 6th grade, so I only been playing for a couple of years at that point. And I thought it was the main thing holding me back. But I think I realize now, like, it's the hard work you put in. You can always work harder to become a better player. You don't have to start when you're young.
As the captains of the team, how do you guys feel this season will come together with the new head coach coming in?
I feel like this season is going to come together well. Our new head coach, he doesn't mess around, doing a lot of conditioning. I think we'll be the most conditioned this team has ever been, and we'll be able to run with some of the better teams for longer this year, so I think we'll do well.
What about you guys?
I think we're going to have a great year. Coach Mack's a really good coach. Have a lot of trust in him.
We're a young team with a young coach, so I think that's like a really good mix. Getting like both those groups together, and then I think with Coach Mack, he's got a lot of good plans in place and really wants to take this program in a direction of continuing growing it. And I think that's like a huge thing that he wants to, having Central Bucks roots, that he wants to kind of grow lacrosse and this program in the future and keep it going.
What was your guys' initial reaction when the former head coach, Coach Lawler, stepped down and Coach Mack was now named as the new head coach?
I was really surprised at first, but I never was worried. I knew Mac would step up to the occasion and do what we needed, and he's been showing that ever since. So I think it was a good thing, so we'll keep going.
Yeah, we kind of had this situation, going through when the previous coach came in. We had the other coach exit in similar fashion, but I think that Mac has the right ideas coming in, and also with the younger team, we can kind of set a benchmark as to where he wants it and where he wants to take this program. It's kind of around his vision.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a little bit of a shock. It was over winter break. A bunch of us had to be there over Zoom. We didn't even get to have the meeting face to face, but then we had our talks with Coach, and he told us what he wanted out of the season and how it was going to go, and kind of made everything feel a little bit better.
So how do you guys, I know that you guys lost your first game as your first home opener. How do you guys handle with that mental pressure from a big defeat like that?
My biggest thing is getting in the film, seeing what we did wrong, seeing what we can correct, and then showing up the next day with a clear head and ready to get better, forget about it, and move on to the next one.
Yeah, I think a lot of the reason we lost was our own mistakes, not necessarily that they were that much better than us. So I think we're gonna cut that.
We're gonna keep that in.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that.
Coming into the next practice with a clear head, I know it's kind of hard for me to say. I kind of hold on to things pretty bad, but it's just coming in with a clear head, good attitude, competing every day, and just wanting that next one that much more.
Yeah, like we said, we're a young team, so early season's not really defining us or a definitive state of how we're gonna be. And I think for us, it's just having, like we say, a goldfish mentality of just moving on to the next game, next practice, and just kind of growing each other and pushing each other to be the best we can be each day.
I know with you, Luke, you like to kind of keep that competitive mentality, and I know you always like to keep yourself at that high standard.
Mhm.
So what keeps you going, definitely, when that stuff happens, especially on the field? Because I've definitely seen you get a little upset at yourself when you know you're one of the good players on our team, and you still keep yourself to that competitive level.
It's just, well, I definitely tend to get down on myself mentally, but I've been getting better at it, especially I don't know, my teammates know about it and everything, and they kind of keep my mental in the right space, and it's just, I don't know, it's just the next play. You can't hold on to that stuff that much.
So as this being a new podcast, this is a new segment I like to call Let's Have Some Fun. So with that being said, with us Let's Having Some Fun, what do you think is one of the weirdest talents you have outside of sports?
Weirdest talent I have outside of sports.
I'm a pretty good juggler.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that.
And I used to be really good at solving Rubik's Cubes.
I've been hitting the bowling lanes with my friends recently. We try to get the bowl down, but yeah.
You think about starting your own little bowling team?
Maybe,
going in,
maybe join a league. I don't know.
What about you, Dan?
I mean, I'm pretty good at axe throwing.
Pretty mean at darts.
Darts. I wouldn't expect that from you.
Yeah, it's a surprise. Me and my roommate play darts. We have a little dartboard set up, so try to get some competitions going.
I'm good at pool.
So now that we're out of Let's Have Some Fun, I think we can switch back into some serious moments now. Who do you think this year is going to be the biggest threat on DelVal lacrosse?
I think on the offensive side of the ball, I think Kieran Schneider is going to be the biggest threat on our team. He scores a lot of goals and gets to the net when we need him. So.
What about you guys?
I'd have to agree. He always just seems to find the back of the net.
Yeah, definitely K.
This guy's pretty quiet.
I'd also say our goalie's going to be a big impact this year, sitting right here.
Yeah.
Bails us out a lot in the games when we need him. When our defense messes up or something, he's always saving the ball for us. So.
On the prospect day.
Keep that.
Prospect Day, this guy was having a show. We'll go with that.
A rough night against high school juniors.
Cut that out.
Who on the team that you were excited? I know I just said that before, but I'm saying who on the team are you excited to see at least play with Kieran Schneider? Like to give him that big motivation.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Luke Whitco on the attack with Kieran.
Yeah, appreciate that, Brett.
Hamburger, sophomore captain.
I'm Daniel Hickling, sophomore captain.
Luke Whitco, sophomore captain.
Ashton Banquet, senior captain.
We're inside the
Inside the
playbook.
playbook.
Yeah,
We're inside the playbook,
like
baby.
cruising.
Yeah, cruising. Yeah, we